What's up, everybody? Welcome back for another HIIT with Team Mots workout. On the docket today, we have four 4-minute rounds with a 1-minute break in between to rest and recover and get ready for the next one. During each 4-minute round, you will be working through 40 air squats, 30 hip bridges, 20 dips, and 10 rotational chops per side. So a little higher volume today, but all movements that you should be able to move relatively quickly through and try to get through at least one of those rounds in the 4 minutes, if not more than that. So that is what we have in store. We're gonna go ahead, get warmed up here, get nice and sweaty and loose, and then we'll cover those movements in a bit more detail for you, let you know what you'll need, and then we'll go ahead and jump into it.
All right, starting with jumping jacks. Just follow along and I will shout out our next movement. And 5-inch worms. Reach down to the ground, walk your hands forward, do a sit-up, push up. And walk your hands back. 5 of those.
Could throw in a sit-up if you want. What the hell?
I don't know where that came from. All right, we're gonna do duck walks next. So squat down with your weight through your heels. Have your elbows pushing out your knees and just waddle a little bit. If you have space, walk around. Your elbows don't have to stay in your knees. They can if you want. Forwards, backwards. Get that mobility going. Just a few more. All right, stand up, shake it out. Whew. Hopefully your hips are feeling more mobile. We're gonna do arm circles next. So starting going forward with small circles, we're gonna get bigger every time until we're at maximum circles. All right, we're gonna go backwards this time, starting small again.
Getting bigger.
And maximum. And rest. All right, next up we're doing lunge and twist. So lunge forward and twist over the foot that went forward and then step back. quad pulls next. So grab one leg, hold for a few seconds, and switch when you're ready. Try and keep your knees close to each other. If you need more of a stretch, think about sending your hip forward. All right, moving on to good mornings. This is a great stretch for your hamstrings. In a relaxed stance, knees slightly bent. You are going to bend forward with a nice flat back, no rounding, until you can feel your hamstrings fire off. You can pulse a little bit at the bottom if you'd like. Great job. All right, I want to make sure our abs are warmed up. So we're going to do 20 sit-ups. So just nice and easy. Whatever style you'd like. And 20. All right, really quickly, we're gonna revisit that cardio section one more time to make sure we are warm. So, jumping jacks. Kickers. And 5 inchworms. We are warm. Great job, guys.
Cool. All right, let's cover those movements for you now. Make sure we know what's going on and that we have everything that we need. First one, air squats. Nice and simple. Making sure that our feet are about hip width apart, maybe a little bit wider. From here, we want to lower ourselves straight down, keeping the chest as high as possible, so not rounding forward. Good rep looks like this at the bottom, coming on up. Go ahead and do a few at full speed for us here. Notice that she's getting her hips below parallel every time at the bottom, also locking out the hips at the top. So that's the good bottom position there, and then at the top, locking them out there. What we don't want to see are shorted reps. You can show us a couple of those. Yeah, something like that. Looks a bit exaggerated now, but trust us, as you get tired, it's easy to get caught in that trap. I wanted to just move through these quickly and not completed the full reps. So making sure, standing up at the top every single time there. Calling that good for 40 reps. After that, we're moving into 30 hip bridges, working the glutes here a little bit. So for this, you're gonna lay down on your back, inch your heels all the way towards your butt as far as you can go. And then you are going to lock out your hips by engaging those glutes, really squeezing them hard, trying to get a nice straight line from the knee through the shoulders, not having really any dip there in the hips if possible. You'll come back down, on up, back down, pausing at the top of each rep for just a split second to make sure you have good engagement, good lockout, and then you'll go back into the next one. So 30 hip bridges there. After that, moving into 20 dips. So you will need some sort of couch or bench or ledge of some sort, ideally today. So from here, you can put your feet either at a bent position with the knees bent, or for a bit more difficult variation, you can walk them out all the way with locked out legs to create a bit more leverage there. But from here, wherever your feet may be, you're gonna go ahead, lower yourself down until shoulders are below elbows. That's the ideal position that we're looking for here. And then on back up. Maybe one more here with bent legs to show the same thing. Her shoulders are still getting below her elbows in each good rep there. So that's what we're looking for in the dip today, ideally. A scaling option would be a push-up if you, one, need to scale it down just a little bit, or two, don't have the equipment to do a dip today. So the hardest version of a push-up for you would be great for that. Anything else on the dip?
No, I think that's it. Just try not to come too much forward. So whatever surface you're on, try and keep your back kind of against it as you slide down.
Yeah, good call. Straight up, straight down. Perfect. All right, last one, rotational chops. Bringing those back, haven't done them in a while. Being very deliberate with your movement here. It's just 10 of them, but it's 10 per side. So kind of half a rep would look like this. Notice that was a quick over and quick back with a very deliberate pause in the middle there. And then she'll go to the other side, coming on back. This is making sure you're activating the core the entire time. You're not loose with it. You can just a couple loose reps with this. Right? See, she's not very engaged. It's kind of just going through the motions here. We want to make sure we're very active with each one. So I'd rather you go a little slower and make sure each one is very active and aggressive. Perfect. You will begin to feel these, maybe not the first round, but after you do a few of these, you'll start to feel them in the core for sure, especially through the obliques there as you're turning side to side. Cool. So that is what we have in store for the movements today. So go ahead, get something set up for your dips if you have it. Get some water if you need it. Get some music going as always, and we will get started here in just a second. All right, everybody, we're gonna go ahead, get started here with the first 4-minute round. Beginning with those 40 air squats. Find a pace that you can try to keep for all 40 here.
Go!
you guys. Keep chipping through these.
Remember to send your knees out.
Good job, guys. On those hippers, make sure you're using your glutes, using your butt instead of using your hips on the front side.
Dips are next.
Doing great, you guys. Keep moving, guys. Almost there.
Woo!
Nice job.
Rest.
Minute to rest here. We're going to pick up where you left off.
You guys might have noticed this is more of a burner than a breather. So pick up that speed if you are not feeling the burn yet.
Shake the legs out, shake the arms out. Whatever we need to do right now during this rest. Keep those muscles loose.
And if you have to break anything up, try and be consistent about how you break it up. So sets of 10, sets of 5, that kind of thing.
All right, 5 seconds. Here we go.
Woo!
guys are doing awesome. Keep it going.
Great job, you guys.
"40 seconds. Here we go.
Rest.
All right.
Oh, so close.
So close. Halfway there.
Woo.
Challenge to you guys is to try to pick up the speed just a little bit on this next round. Maybe it's just 5%, maybe 10%. But see if you can go just a little faster. 10 seconds.
Go!
Note on those dips, you guys, make sure you keep the shoulders down and back as you're doing them. Try not to let the shoulders round too far forward on your dips.
40 seconds.
Almost there, guys.
Keep moving.
All right.
Woo.
Good job, guys. Just one more round to go. And all you got on this last round here.
Yep. As fast as you can. It's only 4 minutes. You can do it.
Two, one.
Great job, you guys. Halfway there, pick up your speed.
Last time through these movements, guys. Keep going, everybody. 3, 2, 1.
Woo! Great job, you guys.
Woo!
Killed it.
Awesome job. Take a second, walk around if you need to. Catch your breath, grab some water. We're gonna hit a few stretches here. Make sure we feel good. We're ready to get on with the rest of our day.
All right.
Okay, we're gonna start with the pigeon stretch. Lots of legs today. So you're gonna lunge forward. You're gonna drop that front knee down to the side. Trying to get your shin as perpendicular to your body as possible. And then from here, let that chest come forward, hips sink down, and just try to relax into it. Seeing if you can get your butt to touch the ground. If you can, that's awesome. Just focus on those deep breaths. Letting everything through the legs, hips, butt, low back, everything kind of relax. As you start to loosen up, you can drop down a little lower. You're still a little tight and you just stay up. That is totally okay. Whatever stretch feels good for you. Should be feeling this kind of through the outside part of the quad, IT, possibly hamstring. Kind of getting into that glute back there too. From here, let's try to inch ourselves over towards our foot a little bit. So twisting the upper body, or I guess pivoting the upper body just a little. I feel this is the outside part of the hip now as well. Get into those obliques that we used in the rotational chops. Let's go ahead and work our way over towards our knee now. So opposite direction here. Might feel this one a little bit more through that glute, kind of upper part of the hamstring. From here, see if you can drop the outside hip, so the hip on the opposite side of your front leg. Try to drop that a little lower towards the ground. Should feel a greater stretch there. And let's come back to center for a few more seconds here, even things out. Three, two, one. Slowly come out of that. Nice and easy. Now switch sides, get that other leg out in front, and then drop the knee to the ground. And then once it's out there, drop the hips, as low as you can go. Same with your chest. Trying to ease into this one here. Again, as you relax and loosen up a little bit, try to get a little lower. Let's inch that upper body out towards your foot again. And out towards the knee now. And again, trying to drop your outside hip towards the ground as much as possible. Getting a bit more of an active stretch in here. And back to center. About 10, 15 more seconds here. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly come out of that. Oh, nice and easy. Alright guys, I'm going to show you one more stretch that you can do after this video if you need it. If your chest got a little tight from all those dips, if you kind of felt your shoulders caving in, kind of rounding forward, this will be a good one. If you need to kind of loosen that back up, you can use a door frame for this. That would be ideal. Pretend this goes a little bit higher. You're going to get your arm at about 90 degrees here. Hey, there we go, look at that. And then you're just going to lean on into it, but keeping your shoulder blade down and back the entire time. Don't let yourself let that shoulder round forward again as you stretch. Really kind of be active back through here, through the scap and the shoulder. And as you do that, and let gravity do its work, you'll feel a good stretch through your shoulder, through your chest. Last little note here too is keep the core engaged. Don't let yourself arch forward through that, right? Making sure we're doing things right, not making things worse as we're trying to make them better. So that'll be a good stretch. Hold each side about a minute or so, and that'll help loosen things up there.
Another good way to start it is take a deep breath, bring your shoulders with you, and then let it out, roll your shoulders back, and then do the stretch.
Love it.
Yep. Also, that's just good to do.
Good.
Do that frequently.
Cool, that's all I got.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining us again. We have plenty of videos on our playlist on Foundation Gym's YouTube. There are awesome videos as well on the other playlists for stretches, mobility flows, other follow-along workouts at home with weights, without weights. Tons of great content, so highly recommend you go check that out. And hope you have a great rest of your day, whatever you are up to.
Yep, we'll see you in the next one. Have a good one, guys.
See ya.